Hi everybody. I hope you got the message on time because this morning I was lecturing in Hebrew. I did the show and then it makes me want to do it also in English to announce you, because from yesterday and today we jump to the next level of the order in the thought, and I will explain that because it's very important.
Wait, just wait.
So I will wait few minutes, 1 minute.
1 minute. We're waiting for everyone to come.
Try to really make yourself a time and a space to be near me, because it's very, very powerful and important.
What's the time now there?
Noon in New York. 9 o'clock in Los Angeles, California.
9 in the
9
morning.
a.m. Yeah.
Yes, 1 second. 1 second.
לא, אבל אל תחכי לישראלים. ישראלים היו להם את שלהם, אל תחכי לישראלים.
בסדר, אני מחכה ש... בינתיים, אוקיי, תתחיל.
אוקיי. מה זה? The main and all the 40 reasons we create this situation, it's to move to the new world. It was no other option to move to the new world, just to stop everything, to stop all the old, to stop all the old contract, to stop all the material, and the old need of the last 26,000 years was contact between me, between the person and the material, and to do or not to do from a place of midget, victim. In Hebrew, victim, it means you fight with your closer. It's very powerful to understand that. And then to move from this contract to a contract of this between me, between the person, between his spirit to his intention. And again, in the new, there is no such a thing, good or bad or positive or negative intention. There is no such a thing. Intention, it's the way I merge with my awareness, be now, and merge to the spirit and trust the spirit. And everything counts by the intention. So we stop all the material, China, New York, all the kingdom of the materials. We stop them. We stop to go to the work. We stop to go to games. We stop to touch each other. We stop to make love. We stop everything. We stop all the dimension of the material, including the money, that is the last name of all the material. And why we stop it? And this, yesterday and today, we create more energy to go in, more powerful energy to try to fix in. We stop it to change the priority, to change the intention, to light up the awareness, to stimulate, to merge the place in us, in the thymus, that the thymus is responsible of fountain of youth and getting young or old. This is why for the conventional medicine, the thymus stops to work when you are 18, and it's not true. So we stop everything and we create this quarantine and isolated like never before. And it's the first time in the history of human being that all the people all over the world has the same lesson. Maybe each one create different density, different situation, different conditions to feel this, trying to move from one world to another world, but we all in the same lesson. And the same lesson is to move. And today, I'm doing this lecture, even just last week I lectured to you, because we're going to the second dimension of this agreement we need to do with us. First of all, now as a generally we're trying to fix the spirit, the thought. Next week it will be full moon and Aries and Libra, Passover. That's very powerful because it's the first thought of the concept that you're ambassador of. And it's the order of all the thought and all what we create every time, and all the fixing and all the problems and all the fears and everything come from one reason: to learn to think like your spirit. And this is a big chance to fix. And then after 7 days, in Pesach, in Hebrew, bread, that you don't eat bread. Bread is birth, life, and death. It's not really bread. Because we changing the spiral, which we have ability to change the concept, to change the ability to think. So, just after Pesach, after Passover, people that really fix now, use the quarantine, use the isolation, use the fears. Fix the main fear to be contagious, to contract the virus, to get the virus. To contract. Thank you. To contract the virus, to get the virus. Just those people that will make now the walk in the spirit will be able to enjoy the material after Pesach. All the material in the world will be different. First, the last name of the material is money. All the money in the world will split differently. Don't wait till the corona will pass, because the corona is just the symptoms. It's just the first gate of the new world. Nothing will be the same. Nothing. The way we think, the way we look, the way we eat, the way we sleep, the way we use the mirrors that we create, the way you feel our spirit, fountain of youth. Nothing will be the same. So don't wait till the corona will pass, because that's the cosmic joke that people really don't even understand. It's not temporary, it's a new world. And the corona is just the symptoms of of the first movement to move to the new world. To say first, I'm stopping the material, stopping the old, stopping the religious, stopping the midget, stopping the victim, stopping not to be able to use your mirrors, stopping to want to love others and others love us. Stop all the old needs, all the cosmic jokes, all the bullshit. And I stop to scream. And then, after we fix the thought, and we create next week amazing, like the best day in the year, the one and the only day in the year that you can really begin from the new and open your first thought, that ambassador, your thought, ambassador, the concept. And then the material. But we create also in New York and also here and also in Europe and also all over the world, less and more. Fear to contract the virus, to get the virus, and that's come totally opposite from the new. We forget that nothing is begin in outside. There is no outside reality. We're not affected by others. We not affect others. No one really contagious us. You don't contract from anyone. You create, and why you create? Because you don't use the levels to we create all the pressure from out. Invisible animal that paralyze all the world and put you in your room, and you don't go to the work, and you don't do anything, and you don't touch, and you're under the bed, and people bring you food through the bed, and soon you will afraid even to masturbate even under the bed, and all the pressure, all the black hole. Why? To light up the feedback, the energy, the white spiral that you need to use this black hole that's bigger than all the world. Can you imagine? It's a black hole that's bigger than governments, bigger than armies, bigger than all the money in the world, bigger than all the stocks market, bigger than all the population. Wow! And the way that it will pass, it's a new world. So every time now, to jump to the next level, every time now, you have a fear to contagious, to contract the virus, because nothing comes from outside, remember it. To get the virus from someone, you have to go in here, in the upper chest, in the thymus, in the place that gland that responsible on the fountain of youth, and light up the place in you that begin this new world, that create this new world. And today, it's not enough. This is why I'm lecturing to you today. It's also that create the coronavirus as a symptom, as the first gate to pass to the new world. That's the homework we should do. Every time we have a fear to contract the virus, every time you have a fear to economy, because all the material change. The physical body change, the cell change, so the way you work and the way the money will pass through you and the way you think about money has to change. Money come as a second priority. As a healer that healed 40 years cancer, first reason for cancer and first reason for the soul on being a question mark is priorities, doors not in the same place. So now we have few weeks to fix the spirit, to fix the thinking, and then the material will be as a second priority, to serve the spirit, not to be rich. This is why all the material, not just the money, the way you enjoy food, the way you enjoy your home, the way you enjoy your clothing, the way you enjoy your car, the way you enjoy the time, the way you enjoy the daytime, the way you enjoy your physical body. Because no age in the old used to enjoy the physical body. When you're baby, you want to grow up. When you grow up, you want to get young. When you this, you want... No one really enjoyed because it was no spirit inside. It was no higher self inside. So the way we will feel our body will be different. The way we will balance, that the money will not be our worry. Worry just bring wrinkles. That's it. The way we feel balance between what we want and what we're allowing. So we need to use these fears. Without the fear, nothing will go forward. We create now the next step to go inside, in New York, in Europe, in Israel, everywhere now. We create the government that says that you cannot go out, cannot touch, you cannot go out from your room, you cannot do, why? That's the second level, because we need to light up the second awareness in the thinking, the second awareness in the thought. And that's, I merge in me, the place in me, and I light up and I stimulate and I make it work and I make it a clear way for my awareness to this space in me that create this new world, that create this coronavirus as a symptoms. Every time you have a tendency to get rid, to wait that it will pass, to be afraid that wow, you lose everything, you lose your life, you lose the confidence in your life, because it's a new way to create power. In Hebrew, hand is power. It means you don't get the power from outside. And we're going to create a new way to create power from money, from the time, from the mirrors we create, from food, from sleep, from sex, from awareness, from merging the spirit. We need to create power. The gasoline. And no sleepy dimension anymore. And maybe in the new world I will whisper, not scream. Probably I'm screaming to wake up myself. But in the last 2 days, the Spirit teaching me the new way to create power, the new freedom in the thinking, how not to fear from the fear, how without the fear there is no going forward. This is why in Hebrew fear and pushing forward, it's the same letters but opposite. So we need to use this pressure, the biggest black hole that we create ever on the subconscious collective. It means the biggest revolution ever, revolution. And in the revolution, don't wait to go back to the same. People that really fix the thought, learn to think like their spirit, double youth, double money, double energy, double ability to create power will pass through them. People that they use the mind, they will still be religious or whatever, they will lose everything. Because what's that religious? It's outside forces. And nothing begin outside. Nothing. Nothing in the sky. Even no airplanes now. So don't wait that this revolution will gone and you will not use it. Use it. Change your way of thinking. Change the way you trust your spirit. Change the way you use the fear in the black hole. Every time you have a fear now, it means you can't, there is a chance to go forward. Every time you have a fear to contract or to get virus or not to touch the elevator, people now open the door with a kick. They're afraid to touch their hand with the handle of the door. They're afraid to push the elevator button. And of course, if you see the world through the TV report, the lowest mind in the world, because they said this is due to that's the. We create everything begin in us. I'm screaming it for 40 years, and now it will be.
אוקיי. ננסה משהו אחר. תמשיך. זה קצת קפץ, קצת נתקע, עכשיו אני מקווה שיהיה בסדר. לא, אם זה קופץ, זה קוטע הדברים שלך.
What we really afraid. We know that we don't contagious, we don't contract from others the virus. We afraid that we will not choose life, that we will create the virus because we're not waking up, that we are in sleepy dimension and sleepy beauty. That's our real fear, that we will create. So trust your spirit, use the fear. Use the fear that you will be broke or no money or a new way of work, a new way of... Because we need to create a principle of doubling money and youth. That if two passing through you, it will create four, came to you and no one gave you. And it's not a joke. So it's really very powerful time. And next week it's Passover. By the way, in the 8th, in the morning of the highest day of fixing the thought, I'm going to do some tuning. I will tune all of you in the list, and that's very powerful. But that's a very important time to fix the thought. And if you will wake me up in the night and you will say, Michael, what you wish? I will say, I wish that it will be next week, the Pesach, to fix the thought, to free my thought, to trust my spirit, to go forward and to learn and to think my spirit. This is the purpose of everybody. This is the real stocks. This is what worth everything. And now, more than ever, the way you think, it's the way after Pesach, you will allow in the money passing through you, the freedom in the material, a new freedom in your body, new freedom in your food, new freedom in your sleep, new freedom in your sex, new freedom in your thinking. The way we think now, it will create, because material is not really material. It's just different density of the spirit. So we are now in a big junction. This is why I lecture to you every week now, and maybe even I will be with you in the next few days to help you to use the fear. Use the fear of losing money. Use the fear of losing life. Use the fear of losing trust. Use the fear of losing your confidence. Use the fear of giving the money the power of you in the safe side. No. It will be very different. It will be trust your spirit and and you will feel the happiness ever. It's already begin. I feel it. There are some moments that there is happiness, and I pass happiness in my life. For 40 years I'm a leader, and for 60 years I'm teaching, and this week even I'm a birthday boy. For 60 years I'm kind of like letting the light passing through me with a lot of knowledge. So I passed a lot of kind of happiness, but this kind of happiness never before. It's really the happiness of the trust. The happiness of me and the spirit are the same line. Because most of the time, the way we think before was disturbing the spirit and disturbing the body and disturbing the everything. This is why the sentence of the happiness is, I'm the creator and I agree not to know why. So, to move from a contract with material, with density, with victim, with midget, with feeling a slave, just do, don't understand, there is no spirit, from ashes to ashes, no hope, to youth, to intention, to spirit, to priorities fixed. So we don't need big sicknesses to try to wake up. So to move it, now, two levels of the same thing. One, to use the fear, to merge the place in you that begin this new world. Feel that it begins in you, not in China that someone ate bat. In you it begins, the new world. I knew it. For 1 year, last year, I'm lecturing about it. And guess what day the coronavirus began? 31st of December. And I said in the 1st of January, all the money will be different, all the world will be different, all the revolution will be different, everything will be different. And I was right. So I'm trying now to guide you, not to be right, who cares? Anyway, I'm left-handed. I'm trying to guide you how to use this junction. It's more than to be in the safe side. It's not anymore a survivor contract. It's a creator contract. And to contract virus, to get virus, it's the opposite from all the way of thinking. Because nothing begin outside. Nothing come from outside. We have a screen, whatever we project, that's what we get double. But we need to use this tendency and this fear. And to use it and to really use this fear and feel this place in you that begin the new world. And the second level from yesterday, it's to feel that the corona begin inside of you and you create it as the first symptoms to move to the new. And every time you have a tendency to tell the cosmic jokes about positive or negative or good or bad, go inside of you and feel the creator and feel that everything is wise and accurate, including the corona. And yes, even I said that a lot of people will die, because there is a way of, even it's in my book here, when I'm teaching about main souls. In Hebrew even, wholeness, the word wholeness, it's for death. Yes, a lot of people will die, but they will add themselves and they will feel wholeness. We're not afraid from dying, we're afraid from life. So all the dimension of fear from the fear will be very, very different. we will feel the fear, we will feel what's missing in us, and we will be able to create and use the moment. Also use this isolation and quarantine to do gua sha. Put some gel, cream, and do gua sha in your body, because do gua sha, wash the radioactivity around you. In the shower, I was teaching you a long time ago. Why? It's because all the centers around the body, what stimulate them, it's the tissue cells under the cell. Use the soap of the moringa that I'm giving you. Take moringa, it's very powerful. If you have the oil of the moringa, it's really changing the energy of the head. Unbelievable. But yes, all this is kind of like physics. But use this time to hear energy, to tune yourself, to change thinking. There are 40 reasons why you create now not to walk, not to go to the old things, to develop the new thinking. And we have now 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, till after Pesach. And then it will be the material dimension. The way you make space inside of you, this is the way the money will pass through you. And if it will pass through you in the right way, it will create the principle of double. So today, one of the main reasons I'm making this lecture to you, first of all, I'm doing that for me. It's to use the fear. Fear of money, fear of losing the ability of power, losing your freedom, losing your job, losing that the air is bigger than you, and this invisible enemy is like going to kill you. Fear to contract. No. Use this and create for the first time white spiral. And this white spiral is your guidance to the new life. Let's see if there is some questions. And
not yet, just Marina says that she can't wait to see both of us in the new world.
There's a Marina.
Marina. And some people say hi. Do you have a question? Yes.
Yeah, I do have a question. You're talking about freedom, the thought.
Free the what?
The thought, the machshava.
Yeah.
And the question is, free the thought means release the old thoughts from our system so we can start
No, it's
thinking
to
the
change
new.
the memory to change the thought on the thought, to change the memory on the thought. This is we call trauma. This is we call holding in the past. This is we call paralyzing. We need to change what we remember, and every time, in every minute, and now it's amazing. We cannot even say what tomorrow, because we have to be now, and we practicing that so powerful. The now, to be present, and every time in the present, we have a chance to fix all the chain of the past. How? But taking the tendency of the out and go in and go to your spirit and light up the place in you and merge a place that create that. And it's not gimmick, it's really the highest awareness that we can develop now. And remember yourself, and remember your spirit, and remember that you are, and remember also the potential of fixing. It means every time you create some tendency, some fear, some problem, some whatever, you create it. Like now, the last 2 days we create more and more and more to go to the room. Soon they will not let us even go to the balcony and take our nose out. Why? We create this outside energy, kind of like it's not, we create the fear to really light up inside of us the highest button that make us a spaceship on earth. So this is very, very powerful. So we need now to learn to think like our spirit. In our spirit, there is no good or bad. There is no jealousy. No one spirit want to be like the other or want to have what the other have. Anyway, spirit feel that they don't have anything, because this is why we don't have our own energy, our own money, our own kids. Nothing is really our. Everything is supposed to pass in through us, to tune us, to bring us to now, and to come out from us and to bring double freedom. And then we become the teacher of our fear, of what paralyzing us, of why we suffer so many lifetimes from the same lesson. So many lifetimes from the same lesson. It was like, wow. And now we have a chance, like never before, to create a new life. But nothing will come from out. No help from the government, no outside people that will save our life, no outside people that they come and be and give all what I need and love us, and then I don't need to develop that in myself. Blah, blah, bullshit. So this is very, very important, very, very important what we create now. And now it's much more easy because it's the transformation point. It's the junction point. Much more easy to vibrate all the past. Much, much easy. First, no good or bad. It was my need. It was symbolized my immediate contract. It was symbolized my old contract, whatever I used to think. And wait for outside people to save me, for God to give me some rewards or whatever. Or afraid that God will punish me. Or policemen. Or governments. Or universe laws. No, universe laws are joy. And the first time the spirit going to dance in our body and to celebrate in our body and to celebrate, because the spirit doesn't have a camp in Jupiter to go forward. Spirit has, if the spirit want to go forward, she choose a body, physical body. Until now, it was horrible time for the spirit, horrible time for the body. And finally, both energy that we make of, that usually I merge the soul every morning between the light and the vessel, going to enjoy the physical body and the spirit. And it's mutual.
There are questions.
Good. Because if not, I don't know what to say.
Yes. Okay, so Alison, you said, why is it accurate? So she says, it's a very nice reminder. And she asks, please tell us more about projecting double screen and using this new energy to pass through. And how do we understand white spiral?
Everything is a spiral in this galaxy. Either it's a black hole or white spiral. And there is no white spiral if it was not before a black hole. That's number one. Second, you have a screen here. Screen is what you need to fix, what you already fixed, what's the amount of the light that passes through you, what the wisdom, how much the connection between your awareness and the spirit. That's a screen. This is why, that's what you project, and this is why Probably all your lifetimes, and especially this lifetime, you have the same lessons. If the second person tell you that you are a horse, go buy shoes of a horse. We have the same lesson, repeating, and still we blame the mirror. Such a stupid we are. Such a sleepy dimension. We create the same lesson and still we think that we're affected by others and we don't have luck and we don't understand that we are projecting that. And what we project also the next thing that we want to fix. So we create this reality, these mirrors, and the minute you fix more light passing through you, you project more light and you get double light. Not from others. We never get anything from others. Nothing. Nothing. We not affect others. We're not affected others. We don't love others. We don't hate others. We not suffer because others. Now it seems a little bit weird. In 1 or 2 months, it will be our truth. In the daytime. So whatever you project, that's what you get. So how to project different, that's the main question. It's not to show off. That's what we're trying. To show off, kind of, projecting different, yes. No. Or to be proud. In Hebrew, proud and humiliation are the same energy. It's how to fix in, use the tendency, use the mirrors, use the realities that you create, use the ingredient that you create, because everything is accurate and wise. But to understand that and not to fear from the fear, and to you become the big and the fear become midget, you have to go in. Everything what out is bigger than you. Everything what in, you become important. This is why in Hebrew to think and to feel important are the same word.
Next question from Yaakov. He says, Michael, thank you. Hi Yaakov, thank you for a great lecture. He's asking, am I right that key task during this week, המשימה הכי חשובה, the key task during this week is to lighten up fears in thymus, transforming black hole into the white spiral?
Yeah, but you don't need to think like black hole, white spiral, that will happen naturally. You need to use the fear and to use, I don't know if you in Russia you have this quarantine, but anyway, it's in the air.
Yes, they do.
Anyway, it's in the air. Again, yesterday and today, in the subconscious collective, we create the next level. It means in Israel it will be tomorrow. In United States it will be very soon, tomorrow, whatever. In Europe it's already happening, but more countries in Europe. The second level of really isolated quarantine going. Why? The fear from the air is the most powerful fear that we create to try to change priority inside. In Israel we have experience by missiles, but it's not even come closer to virus. Because in virus, you're afraid even to touch your family, you're afraid to touch things in the kitchen, you're afraid to touch the handle, you're afraid to touch the elevator, you're afraid to touch, soon we will be afraid even to masturbate. So, this fear, we didn't create it just for fun. We created to try to fix, because we are in the most important week, and I'm happy for your questions. We are the most important week, and next week also, and till the 8th of April, April 8th, and then 1 week. And then, wow, new physical body, new way to understand money, new way to feel food, new way to create power from sleep, new way to create power from sex, new way to create power from thinking. Till now, worried is just bringing wrinkles. Just wrinkles. Worried, it means a thought that's stuck in the door and paralyze all the body. And we still say that I'm worried about you, kind of like support and all that bullshit. And anyway, that we never worried about others. We just express that we don't know how to think near what we create. So yes, this week, Yaakov, it's to practice the fear. First, I don't want to get fear. I don't want to get rid from this fear, from the coronavirus. I want to use it. I want to use this fear. I want to use this isolation. I want to use this time. I was used to create a new thinking, a new merge, a new wedding with my spirit. Don't try to fix in the physics. Don't try to fix material. No. Don't wait that it will double now. No way. But if you will do double freedom in thinking, you will allowing double freedom in material, including your physical body, money, food, clothing, house, car, whatever.
Okay, we have a question from Michal Amor. She said, I've been meditating so much, but it's hard not to think how the situation is going to be with the finance. The commitment doesn't fade away.
It seems that you meditate because it's a way for you to run away from what you create. For me, don't meditate. Merge the place in you that creates this new world, because you are the creator and everything begins in you. And merge inside of you the place that creates this corona too. And don't think it's good or bad, just use it. Hear the lecture from the beginning and maybe it will help you meditate in life. Don't meditate to run away or to shut up the spirit or to shut up your thinking. No, light up your thinking. Light up the place in you that creates this new world. I'm lecturing about this new world already 1 year. That in the beginning of January it will begin a new world. That it will be different splitting with money. Think about that. Think about your part in you that created, and then you will be in. Then you will meditate in life. You will dance and be passive aggressive, and you will be everything in life. That's another reason not to meditate 10 minutes and 23 hours, not to know how to think. It's not working anymore. It's the same like prayer, the same like shuls, it's the same like church. It's like people used to feel sin, chataim, sins, and then they go for 10 minutes asking God to forgive them or the church or whatever. Enough with the new world, with the old world. No more. No one will be able to go to the old world. So either people will find themselves in amazing life like never before, creating even the soulmate, be emotional ready, or they will really lose themselves and not to want to be here and feel that the world is bigger than them, or the coronavirus, or who knows what's the next name, probably Heineken for the next virus.
She's Michal, while you were speaking, she wrote, Michal wrote, so you're saying that this is a perfect time to manifest? להתבטא?
manifest זה לא להתבטא.
אז מה זה
When she
manifest?
says manifest, that's the old way to create things.
היא מתכוונת
No, that's the
ליצור?
worst.
אוקיי.
That's the worst. No, it's not that.
No.
The last manifest, we manifest the Holocaust, and I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, next.
Okay, so don't manifest.
No, no. Manifest is to try to create something that you're not allowing. So you will never enjoy it, and it's the worst now to do. That's the opposite from what I'm teaching, totally.
The opposite from spirituality.
Totally.
Uh,
That's not the healing, that's the killing.
yeah. אוקיי, תשאלי. יש לך?
I want to ask about the word power.
Power?
Yeah, when you talk about how we're going to change the way we create power, or how easy is going to be for us to create power from
Metabolism.
Metabolism, yeah, in the thinking, in every subject. And I just want to make sure that, because power is also could be, for me, it's a word that's used for like in wars who have more power and on others. So the question is it correct maybe for me, to use the word like high energy?
No.
Compared
First of
to
all,
low energy?
every cell in our body built to be in this manufacture to create power. And the only source that creates power in this universe is metabolism. What's that metabolism? Material that change to other material, and then the spirit extract light for material that change the other material. The food, the sex, the money, the season in the year, the sleep, the waking up, the way we create mirror to fix, everything is metabolism. Material that change to other material, material that change to other material. This is why power. This is why in Hebrew, hand in hand is power, because the energy is supposed to pass through you and come out. You don't get power from anyone. No one can give you power. No one takes from you power, because that's old issues that we think some people take from us power because we don't know how to think and near them and near what the situation and the reality that we create. So we're going to create power that passing through us, and we will not feel that it's our power. Even the way we relate money, even the way we create soulmates, even the way we will not feel for the first time that it's our power. We will feel that we allowing a new way to pass through us, and that's the gasoline that makes me move, makes me adrenal, makes me life, makes me exciting, makes me talk, makes me express myself, makes me walk, makes me sleep, everything. But it's not mine, it's what I'm allowing to pass in through me. That's the real power. And now we move from power of God and outside people and lovers and governments and material power that we gave to money or whatever, and domination, and it's very, very complicated to move that. Wow, we are a vessel, and we learning how to allowing the principle of double, and we allowing to pass in through us, and then it's the best. And then it's no competition, no jealousy, no comparing. In Hebrew, to compare, it's Holocaust.
Michal, that asked before, she wrote and I didn't see about the last thing you said to her. So she writes, I'm not clear about what you said. So it's just to trust, and she's asking if to trust the divine. So if you can focus her on what's right.
No, I think you should hear again all the lecture and maybe a few lectures more to really understand. I don't know what's divine. What do you mean by divine? Okay, I know.
You understand.
What you mean by divine, but you mean just to
Outside.
trust. Everything is accurate and wise. In Hebrew, to change and to repeat are the same word. It means every time you want to change something, you repeat the past. You repeat the past. Why? To try to fix that, to fix what you feel and see near it. Then to before. So I don't know what's that to trust. Yes, to trust that you creator, nothing, no outside reality, no one is created for you, no outside divine energy will come through you. No. The divine is to double the light. Double the light, it's to trust the in. In Hebrew, it's very powerful. What you want and fantasy and wish and dream, it's to breathe in. The same word, it's to breathe in. So breathe in, everything is there.
Okay. While you were talking, she said, "Thank you for your wisdom and time. I'm new to your videos, but please explain what should we do differently." So you just explain, and you want to
listen. I teach for 40 years a lot of thousands people, and I never teach anyone. If what I say talks to you, it means it's inside of you, and this is the time to wake up. This is the time to use. In Hebrew, to use come from the word sun. To use, everything is so amazing. We stop the world. All the world are the main actor. Each one is the beginning of the new world. So let's use this junction. Let's use this amazing historic moment. For 20 years I'm lecturing about 2020, it's a new world. 20 years. It's not about being right or like there is a future. No, there are 40 kinds of future. But yes, so now either each one will create his own world. Even the subconscious collective now create one lesson. Some people will die from it and go backwards and feel that they contract the virus, they contagious the virus, they don't have luck, they lose the job, they lose the money, they lose the ability to create power, they lose their body, they get old or whatever, and some people will feel so even we are all in the same lesson, each one will create, and this is why I'm come to lecture, that you will able to extract from this lecture the new way to use the fear, the new way to use the situation, the new way to use this historic moment, the new way to use this biggest black hole. If it is the biggest black hole, what it means that we need to create a biggest white spiral. And to create white spiral, begin here in your thymus, that for the conventional medicine it died when you've been 18. Bullshit. To want to pump and function and create a fountain of youth. And it's the first time that people that has big spirit, that usually I merge their soul every morning. And maybe it's even a good advice for you that the life will pass through you, not near you. It's the first time that big spirit has a chance. This has a chance. It's not for sure. Has a chance to totally enjoy themselves in this world that they create, enjoy the time, enjoy the money that passing through them, enjoy the principle of double, enjoy the trust of the spirit. Spirit, it will be not to meditate 10 minutes. Spirit will be the way you use the material in the world, the way you handle your body, the way you eat, the way you think. That's spirit.
Alison Schneider says, again, thank you, all very good. And Lisa Migavik has a question. Let me get back to it. Yes. She writes, I think you said that we should change the thought of the thought near the memory or the trauma. So she's asking, what if you don't remember the memory? Like if it's buried in the subconscious?
We don't need to remember, and we don't need to understand, and I don't need to hypnosis you for this. No way. We don't need. What we need to do, it's to go from out. We create mirrors to remind us. And when we create the mirrors, that's very important to understand. When you create mirrors to remind you, just when you have a potential to fix it. Remember, the spirit never be the bathing suit just when she sees the ocean. So when you create that, you need to remember to deal with the mirrors, to go in. Not to remember exactly what it fixed and which lifetime and what, like I said in the beginning, in every moment of present, it can fix all the chain now. Why? Because now we are in the biggest transformation junction from a black hole to white spiral. And you feel it now the best.
Michal Amor is asking another question. She writes, my cousin is 28 and he got cancer in the thigh.
No, got.
He
create cancer. Okay. Because his spirit in a question mark, so the symptom is cancer, it's crystallization. As a healer that healed cancer for 40 years. So what's the question?
Yes. So he got the cancer in the thymus beside his heart. So she's asking, how can he help himself?
Listen, in Hebrew, to ask question is to bring things up from the dungeon. You cannot... לשאול לעלות מהשאול, yeah. So, you cannot ask for him. You can check with me if we can merge him. And I can tell you yes or no, but he need to agree that you ask for him. If we can merge him, then we can check and this and try to fix his question mark. Any pre-cancer or cancer, and now we have a lot. This is why I'm working 20 hours a day. Any cancer or pre-cancer, it's a question mark of the spirit. Because before we had to swim in the sheet to go forward, now we can read a sign sheet. But I just remember something that I totally forget, and it's connected to the last few days. It's amazing, because in the last few days, of course, I get a lot of phone calls from a lot of people that create the virus corona, create the question mark, create...
That's what I wanted to ask. Is the corona also a question mark of the spirit? If
yes.
somebody has corona, it's also a question mark?
It's
every disease is a question mark.
Either it's a question mark or waking alarm or something that need to shake the person and shake his old thinking.
So if you got
but why? Because people that create the virus, I'm already 1 week working with them. Right away when they create the virus, all their organs coming down. The digestive system, the lungs, the immune system, the blood, the kidneys coming down, like shut down. So what was surprised me so much this week, that if I work with them, but really working like 1 hour a day or something to if they really awake and want to change their contact and not to get complicated till they get this machine of breathing. Because in Hebrew lungs, it's the way you see things. That the healing is amazing, amazing, helping even more than cancer. The healing work from far.
More and coronavirus?
The healing work from far, helping much, 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 and very powerful on those people. And right away, kind all their organs coming back to life. Like Popeye ate spinach. So that's saying a lot for me. Maybe they will need work for 2 weeks or whatever, every day 1 hour. Or I don't know, each one is different. Because each one reacts depends on the person. But I was very happy to discover that the healing work, that I do it for 40 years and teaching it and passing through me. And of course I will talk to the person and teach him how to think. Because it's totally the way how to think. Because that's the only and one reason we create all the trying to fix and all the mirrors and all the tikkunim and everything. To learn to think like our spirit, of course, but even before I'm teaching the person how to think, the energy work, the healing is unbelievable, and the feedback is amazing. And when I check the spirit after, it's unbelievable. So that's kind of like give us some hint and hope what we need to do. Not to save others. We cannot save others if they don't have a new contract with themselves.
Yes, I have a question. The balance between the in and the out created the more I sharpen the intention near every mirror and every subject? In all the subject? Or
Yes,
is it just
yes. It's between what you want and what you're allowing. It's between what you see and what you're allowing to, and how much you trust, and how much you really go in. Remember yourself. No more notes, I will be back soon. There is something or someone or some issue more important than my spirit. It's also one of the main reasons why we stop the work. Because people used to give the work the main reason, their life. If we check their spirit before they choose to born, it was, I'm going to born to be a policeman or whatever. No, it's not the work. We choose to be born and to try to fix the purified of the spirit. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of people in the world will stop the work. How I got there?
Oh, I was asking about the balance between the in and
And they will create amazing ability to use the daytime. The money that passing through them. Their purpose. We forget that we have a purpose. And in the purpose, everything is waiting for us. In the line of purpose. My book in Hebrew called Purpose.
Yeah. It's also now on Amazon if you read Hebrew and you live abroad.
Purpose, it's why I'm born. Everything is waiting for me. The right money, the right soulmates, the right lessons, my students, my lessons, my joy, everything is waiting in the purpose line. So that's one of the amazing junction that we create for this purpose line, to reach this purpose line. And each one has a different purpose. Don't forget, we are a popcorn.
But we all need the main mission is to connect our spirit.
To think like our spirit. The last name of the purpose is to think like my spirit. Ah. And don't expect that it will be in one day that you will think like your spirit. And it's good, because if you will fix that in one day, tomorrow it will be a funeral.
Michal, my next question is connected to the other one. I want to know what is the connection, if there is any connection, between the fear from the first friction, the time subject, and the balance between the in and out.
One of the things that we lose the ability to fix, that we're not following the schedule of the spirit. The spirit, she's moving from staying in the digestive system during the day, she's moving to the liver in the night, because the blood is the film, the picture that we need to fix, and the liver is the VCR, is the video editing machine. And then the spirit pass all the blood in the liver. This is why the blood is not physically in the body, is going to the liver. And when she sees the potential to fix some pictures, this is the reality, and the spirit creates for you schedule. Schedule to try. She cannot fix for you. To try to fix. So this is why she creates a schedule, and usually till now we've been a champion to disturb and to refuse this schedule. So we lose the power, we lose the confidence, we lose the ability of joy, and we lose the ability to believe that we can fix. That's something big, very wise what I'm saying now. We lose the ability to believe that we can fix. This is why in Hebrew, someone that late, or some lady that wait, it means she lives 40 dimension the other. מאחר מם דרגות את האחר, או מאחרת מם דרגות את האחרת. And אחריות, responsibility come from the word the others. No others anymore, no others anymore, no others anymore in my thinking. Yes, I need to respect the place in me that create these mirrors, but don't respect the others. In Hebrew, when you respect the others, it's heaviness. Kavod come from kaved, heaviness. All the world and all the fights in the history of the last 26,000 years was on a respect and heavy and whatever you call it. No others. What our job, near family, near soulmates, near people that we work, near all the mirrors that we create, it's to remember ourselves when we touch them. It's not what to do, it's how to think. When we touch them, when we do something for them, put the awareness that you're doing just for you, especially in the family. Even in the very powerful night, that usually in the night of Passover, you invite all the people in the world to sit with you. Even these now are not allowed. Why? That you will really not deal with the others and really try to fix the first thought. Wow, we wow.
Moshik Cohen says, wow, much clearer in English.
Next lecture will be in Kurdish.
Yes, Spanish. And Michal Mohazen asked the question, you spoke about the purpose. So she's writing, do you mean to think like a spirit without fear and following the purpose like children pure love?
I never say, listen, Michal, sorry to tell you that you're still Sleepy Beauty, and I don't know about children pure love. I heal babies from cancer. I heal a lot of kids, and kids are a lot of
The
competition.
terminology is different.
A lot of competition, and I don't know what's pure love. So I think you should just listen to me a little bit, and maybe your question will be more clear, because it's just
There's some more lectures.
very old questions.
There's some more lectures here on the page, and if you want to listen in Hebrew, there's a Hebrew page with.
You understand Hebrew?
I don't know if she understands Hebrew.
If you understand Hebrew, go even the lecture that I did today, or I have 5-6 years every week, some internet TV, whatever, called Sandwiches to the Spirit. Every week. So go and hear it slowly, or buy the book in Hebrew. It will build in you really the freedom that you wish to feel.
But whoever doesn't speak Hebrew, there are lots of English lectures here on the page. I don't have any questions now.
Good. So let's do the last question. And
You have a last question?
Yeah, I have many questions, but I'm not sure I get. I mean, you did give me some kind of an answer, but
our problem from the our fear from following the schedule of the spirit will be much more less. And then we can, because in the first friction, the spirit, when she's create the schedule, she creates schedule that it will be first friction that can fix everything. That's very powerful. So people that are afraid from power, doing subconsciously they don't go to the first friction.
so
This is why cancer in the nature never goes direct. It goes to the side, it walks like this. So when we less fear from the fear, and when we more follow the schedule of the spirit, and how we will follow. We don't get a fax machine in the morning, exactly the spirit tells us, at 2 o'clock be there, 10 o'clock be there, no. But if you really go in and breathe and trust, you will feel that, wow, there is a synchronizing between material and spirit, between the in and the out. Wow, I was really now thinking about you, and now I'm seeing you, and wow, it's like all the world, kind of like, even it's a illusion, like all the world is serving my private movie.
I don't have.
Okay, so remember, at the 8th of April, first of all, in April 4, I'm the birthday boy. So send me some cake from United States, some vegan cake. Okay. April 4, it's my birthday. April 8, it's very powerful day. Especially now, especially this year. It's like we could never create something best like this. So let's use it. So remember to use it. Till then, every time you have a fear, any fear, from losing work, losing life, losing job, losing power, losing freedom, losing the horizons that you want to go out to the ocean and ride horses and all that blah blah. Will go inside of you, merge in the thymos, the place in you that create this new world. It's like it begins in you, remember that. No, oh wow, we all did it. Oh, let's be together. No hands. You're not allowing to touch with your hands. Not the handle, not the others. Just not together. Go inside of you, light up. It begins in you, this new world. And it begins in you the accurate, wise coronavirus. Begins in you. If you feel it, you will move from one immediate victim contract survivor to really a creator, amazing spirit that learn how to think and in your purpose. And the money will not be your worry ever. Ever. That's it.
Bye.
And probably I will not come
To
to New York in May. But every time I'm thinking about it, I'm coming now. And I'm happy to be here, isolated, no playing tennis, even I do a treadmill. Can you imagine?
And we will do some more lectures. And
Yeah, probably till there.
videos.
Yes.
Yes, so,
That's for sure.
So follow, because there's lots of many things is going on now. Bye.